Welcome back, everybody, and I'm so good at this game. There was more spoilers. I was so sure. I even cut out of the last video a whole part at the end of me talking about how I wasn't sure what was going to go on, if there's going to be more spoilers later in the day. Turns out, there was. And I was like, you know what? Nah. I'm going to retake it, cut that part out, and I'll be fine. No more spoilers. They did their batch, it'll be okay. Joke's on me. So, where we ended at flow state, we're going to start with Slumbering Trudge. X in green for a 6/6 plant beast. I love it already. I love the art. It's very like Torterra, which I love that kind of like idea in fantasy, like the big lumbering beast with the actual like biome growing on its back. It's very cool. I love it. This creature enters with a number of stun counters on it equal to 3 minus X. If it entered with a stun counter on it, tap it. Okay, so it has to at least be a 4-drop for you to get your 6/6 untap, which is still not awful. Just a 4-mana 6/6. Yeah, that's crazy. I like it. I'm not sure how well that will do in like the standard environment with all the crazy stuff that people are able to do, but that's definitely going to be like a crazy limited bomb for sure. We got Tester of the Tangential, colorless and blue for a Djinn Wizard, 1/1 with increment. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay X. When you do, move X +1/+1 counters from this creature onto another target creature. That's not an uncommon? Holy poop. I definitely want one of those for my Mothman deck, for sure. Because another big backup plan, for those of you who are not aware of the Mothman, I'll throw them up screen here. Colorless, black, green, blue for a 4/4 flyer that when it enters gives everybody a rad counter. And come on, and whenever it attacks, enters and attacks, gives everybody a rad counter. And whenever X cards, you can put X counters or a +1/+1 counter on X creatures you control, where X is the number of cards that get milled. So you want a bunch of small increments of mill, but even still, like one rotation around with the rad counters you distribute from Mothman, you can usually have a 7/7 by the time it comes around for him to start swinging. And 7 times 3 is 21. That's commander damage, but Tester of the Tangential can make that speed up much faster. I love it. Diversion Equation. XX in blue for an instant. Return up to X instant, target instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Diversion Equation. That is good. That's crazy good, right? Like just 3 mana retrieve instant or sorcery from your graveyard to your hand isn't bad on its own. And you can just get that like combo pieces, board wipes, anything else. That's a really cool spell. And it's at instant speed, so you can hold up interaction in case. I love it. We got Jadzi, Steward of Fate. 2 colorless and a blue for a 2/4 human wizard. Jadzi enters prepared. Good for you. When Jadzi enters, draw 2, discard 2. Okay, very good. Some big looting. And Jadzi has Oracle's Gift stapled to him. XX in blue for a sorcery where you create X/0/0 green and blue fractal creature tokens, then put X +1/+1 counters on each fractal you control. Oh, that's kind of crazy. Wow. What an interesting mono blue commander. Interesting. So you'd have to blink her to prepare her again, because she doesn't prepare on her own. Or you'd have to have something else from the set that prepares. Very cool. I love it. Fractalize. X and blue instant. Until end of turn, target creature becomes a green and blue fractal with base power and toughness each equal to X plus 1. Oh. So it's the whole amount of mana you put into it. Lets you alter their base power and toughness. That's very cool. I like that. All right, let's check this translation. The Very Hungry Archaic. I would read that book. It's a it's not hybrid mana. It's the, I don't know what this is called off the top of my head. This is a job for editor me. It's this. Bam. Tubrid. I got it. As soon as I did the bam, the whole motion, my brain put it together. It's Tubrid mana. So it's 2 colors and a green, like 2 of those, for an avatar that's a 0/0. It has Converge, so it enters with a +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. And whenever you cast a creature spell, that enters with a... Whenever you cast a creature spell, that creature enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each color of mana spent to cast it. Oh, very cool. This will go in the Pride deck I want to put out for June. I'm very excited about that. Okay. Impractical Joke. Red sorcery, just 1 red sorcery. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Mwah. I love that line of text. It's always a fun one. Impractical Joke deals 3 damage up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. That's not bad removal. And it could help push through whatever damage you have in that deck. I don't know if that's going to get any play, but that's not bad. It's very low investment for those 2 things stapled to 1 card. All right, let's check this translation. April Fools. Colorless and black sorcery. Target opponent exiles a creature or planeswalker they control with the highest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control. Rude. Just a 2 mana Edicts. Nailed it. That'll be a fun edit. All right. Okay, now today's spoilers. We got Social Snub, colorless, white-black for sorcery. Whenever you cast a spell while you control a creature, you may copy the spell. Cool. Each player sacrifices a creature of their choice. Each opponent loses 1 life, you gain a life. Wow. That's fun. Environmental Scientist. Colorless and green for a 2/2 human druid. When this creature enters, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle. Creature ramped. Very, very neat. Green needs that. Zamon's Experiment. 3 colors and green for a sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature and or land cards from among them. Then put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Put all land cards revealed this way onto the battlefield tapped, and all creature cards revealed this way into your hand. Not bad. You could build that in a very specific way to just draw 5 cards for 4 mana. Well, no, the lands hit, right? Yeah, so you just draw however many creatures and dump however many lands. Slumbering Trudge, the regular version, we got the full art back there. Paradox Surveyor. Green, hybrid green-blue and blue for an elf druid that's a 3/3 with reach. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card or a card with X in its mana cost from among them and put it into your hand or onto your hand, whatever you're doing. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Neat little limited guy. Also, neat little, if you're looking to combo off with any of the X spells that are in standard. Little combo piece grabber. Not bad. Fancy version of Mind in a Manner. Very cool. Growth Curve. Green and blue, sorcery. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on that creature. Wow. So simple. I love it. I'm also a big fan of just double stuff. It's great. Geometer's Arthropod. That is gorgeous. Look at that art. It's so pretty. I tell you what, so many of them are going to be such gorgeous foils. So it's green and blue for a 1/4 fractal crab. Whenever you cast a spell with X in its mana cost, look at the top X cards of your library, put one of them in your hand and the rest at the bottom. Oh man, it just staples card advantage onto every X spell. That's crazy. Oh, I'm assuming showcase. I don't know the names for all the crazy new art things that they come up with now. For Echoing Symposium. I love it. Applied Geometry. This is the fancy version. We saw that before. This is the fancy version of Ambitious Augmenter. Oh, the fancy version of Geometer's Arthropod is very, very pretty. I love it. Stand Up for Yourself. 2 colorless and a white for an instant. Destroy target creature with power 3 or greater. You know, there you go. Encouraging Aviator. 2 colorless and a blue for a 2/3 bird wizard. Flying whenever this creature attacks, it becomes prepared. Okay, Jump. Blue instant, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Fair enough. I don't know if that works. So I don't think it works the first time, because when it attacks, it becomes prepared. But by then, you would already had to declare. No, it'll work because it's before the declare blocker step. So you attack, cast your instant for jump, and then you can put one of your other creatures to gain flying. It's just a fancy way of the creatures that when they attack to give you flying. Got it. I got it. I know what words mean. Brush Off. 2 colorless and 2 blue for an instant. It costs colorless and blue less if it targets an instant or sorcery spell. Counter target spell. Ooh. So when it's a hard counter for everything, which is great. But if you are stopping a big spell or countering or having it interact on your opponent's turn, it is just a counter spell. It's actually better than a counter spell because it's colorless and blue, which is crazy. Sky Coach Conductor, 2 colorless and a blue for a 2/3 bird pilot. I love them. They have flash, flying, and vigilance, and they enter prepared. Good for you, homie. You did it. All aboard for 1 blue instant. Exile target non-pilot creature you control to return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's a Flicker Boy. I love it. More colorless creatures. I'm so here for them. Transcendent Archaic. 7 colorless for a 6/6 vigilance. Has Converge. When this creature enters, you may draw X cards, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast the spell. If you draw 1 or more cards this way, discard 2 cards. So to make it worth it, unless you're playing in your graveyard, you really want to have more than... Probably want to have 2, at least, like drawing 2, pitching 2. But you probably want to have at least 3 or more colors going into this. And we got Homesickness. 4 colorless and 2 blue for an instant. Target player draws 2 cards. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Put a stun counter on each of them. Okay. Very cool. And that's all for today. Seems like it was not a lot. Actually, you know what? It's late enough in the evening. Nope, that's it. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that was it. Be excellent to one another and have a good one. So while I was editing, and I had to go grab the picture of that adorable crab and such to do things with. They dropped another one. I don't know why that had to happen between my recording and my editing. But here we go. We got Moment of Reckoning. 3 colorless, 2 white, 2 black. Sorcery. Choose up to 4. You may choose the same mode more than once. Destroy target non-land permanent. Return target non-land permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. That is incredible. I love it. And I love it's very Silver Quill to be both offensive and defensive. I love their vibe. I'm so excited for this set. That's an incredible sorcery. I love that it seems like a really sick sorcery. Though, I mean, for 7 mana to pop, I mean, it's 4 non-land permanents. So I don't know if it's going to mean anything in Standard, but it's a neat little pickup utility spell for Commander, and I love it. All right, I already double checked. We will check again. That is it. All right. Be excellent to one another, and have a good one.